p.m. We do have a quorum. We will go ahead and call this meeting to order. It's time that you join me for a moment of silence. Thank you. Please join us for the pledge. Salute. Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay. Looking at our agenda, Ms. C, are there any changes to tonight's agenda?
No, sir, no changes.
Okay, with that being said, at this time, let's entertain a motion to approve tonight's agenda. Kobe, second. Ricky, are there any questions, further discussions? None whatsoever. At this time, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Agenda has been approved. First item on the agenda will be approval of our 9/8/25 minutes. At this time, we've had the opportunity to look over our minutes. This time, we'd like to entertain a motion to approve 9/8 minutes. Ricky, second. Ms. Marks, are there any further discussions? No further discussions. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We approve. Next item will be our 9/11 special call board meeting minutes. This time, I'd like to entertain a motion for approval. Ms. Marks, second. Mr. Weeks, are there any further discussions? No further discussions. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. We are approved. All right, next item on the agenda will be our financials for August 2025. And of course, Mrs. Gillespie is not available. So are there any questions? Any? Okay. With that being said, at this time, I'm sorry?
Is he coming back?
No. Tonight is tonight is city council meeting. Okay. With that being said, all in favor? Never mind. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve. Kobe, second. Brad, are there any further discussions? No further discussions. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We are approved. Next item, item number 6, superintendent, supervisor, principal report, all of the above. Ms. C.
I want to thank everybody. We had a great week last week at homecoming. Had a lot of alumni to return. I want to personally thank Brent Justice leading the work. He was out, getting to it for the last 2 or 3 weeks, getting
That
all
was
the...
a good hire of yours.
Thank you. Yeah. Putting all the groundwork in, and then principals did an awesome job of having their buildings ready. I don't even know we even had alumni to visit the elementary school, walk the halls at the high school. Ms. Metz and Mr. Cruz, thank you very much, and all your committees that put in the hard work. Thought that was real interesting doing the 50-year class face.
I've heard a bunch of feedback from that.
Yes.
They liked it.
Yeah, so I hope that we can make that an annual, connection.
Actually, I had 2 parents and the kids come home and talking about it. So that
Yeah, exactly. So they got to hear, Ms. Metz, I don't want to steal your thunder.
No,
Do you want to expand upon that a little bit, what they did?
They just shared what Geneva meant to them, their teachers, that they talked about having a good English program and math program, and they didn't have a whole lot to say about science at that time, though. But that doesn't define your success. You might have to get with it, like Dr. Dale mentioned. But they all went through from high school until their present retirement, and the different businesses that how successful they were. Some were failures. They regrouped, retried. One didn't know about the IRS and learned the hard
Learn the hard way.
hard way.
Yeah.
That regrouped and has been extremely successful. It was very positive. The students were very attentive, and they talked about how some of them were dirt poor. One he rode his bike to come into Geneva just to play football. Humble beginnings to what they have now. but the networking, as they stated that, like, some are at UAB, and if any students are willing or wanting to go and shadow, or they probably can make the connection and network with students. And I just see that, you know, they've been there, done that, and they've got all the right connections to help our students make the right connections for careers. And so it was very positive. I thought it was very positive.
Awesome.
Yes, very good. So thank you. Another busy, or we had a big win in our volleyball program, at the beginning of the week, so that gets us to regional play this Thursday, so excited about that in Montgomery. And then, of course, the big win at Friday night's football game, so congratulations to our football team for doing that. With that, October is a very busy month. I know we have Fall Festival this week at the elementary school, and I'll be with all 3 schools, putting that on. But I want to take a special time to thank our principals. October is National Principal Month, so I'm gonna ask if all 3 principals, if you could join me for a little token of appreciation. So thank you. This is where the rubber meets the road. And so thank you for what you do each and every day, and the leader of our teachers and staff, Mr. Bruce. Thank you. And our students, thank you, Mr. White. And thank you. And board, would you like to come up and be a part of the picture, or you want me just to represent? Okay, gotcha.
1, 2, and 3.
Thank you. Y'all are very instrumental leaders. Thank you all.
Yes,
Yeah, good job.
thank you.
Good job.
So with that, Miss Wright is out, sick, her son is sick, and so she's out, today, but we'll start with our reports from Mr. Justice.
All right, well, to piggyback on what Missy said, homecoming was a great week, busy week. Yes, we had a lot to do outside. I want to throw a shout out to Michael and Brent also, who were helping out front after hours. There were a couple of us up here about 6 o'clock, a couple nights that week, so it was a total team effort, I can promise you that. It wasn't just me or us. But as far as what we've kind of got going, we had a good meeting, a couple guys last week, and we talked about some things. I've got a couple quotes coming in on, we're trying to get radios district-wide so that everyone can communicate in case there's a bad emergency and our phone lines go down, our cell phone lines go down. I got a couple quotes coming in for those. Also mentioned looking at getting radios on our buses, kind of for the same reason, for day-to-day use as far as communicating with our bus drivers, but also in case of emergencies. And then another thing we're looking at this week is I've set up some training for School Dude. That's a program that hopefully will streamline our maintenance, and also looking into it, some of our bus maintenance as well, get the records and all that done the right way. So it's going to take a little while. That's a big program. I've never had any experience with it, but I talked to a lady today who's going to call, and we're going to talk and see how far we can get without maybe them showing up on campus. But if they'll show up on campus and sit with me, I'll do that too. But that's just kind of coming down the pipe. So
Awesome.
Thank you, Ms. Tristis. Ms. Mixon?
I just want to thank everybody for your prayers and for your support while the Free family, lost our Finn. It's been a very trying time, but it's just amazing to see our community just come together. That Monday back, pastors, volunteers, people just reaching out, different businesses in town just to try to comfort our teachers and our students. I want to give a shout out to Tammy Henderson and Miss Daphne. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for them, I don't know what I would have done that week, because they had the training. And so I'm very appreciative of them. We did have fall break. Everybody needed that. We had PD. It was a great PD. It was about preventing behaviors from happening in the classroom. I know that we have an uptick in, challenging behaviors, but that was very informative. So I appreciate Miss Erica Wright for getting that together for us. We had a 2nd and 3rd grade field trip last week during that homecoming week. Miss Henderson, the new career coach, organized that for us, and it was great. The Baker Center is state of the art. It was wonderful. The kids enjoyed that. You could tell a lot of them that was their first time going to a play. Found some videos that we're going to watch about audience etiquette. So we have a little learning curve to do there, but we'll get there. But homecoming was fun. Kids dressed up. I don't know about y'all, but we liked just the 2.5 days. We have some lockdown drills happening. We're gonna practice in the lunchroom. We're gonna split it up Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we're gonna practice with the Centegics on Thursday. Just make sure that our procedures are on the up. And yes, we have Fall Festival. All that's coming in. All those materials and supplies for that. We have Red Ribbon Week coming up, Drug Free Week, more dress up. We have our PST meetings, and then next month we have Family Literacy Night and Grandparents' Day. So we have a lot going on in Milwaukee.
Thank you, Ms. Nixon. Mr. White?
Yes, ma'am. Wednesday, we'll have 8th grade career fair. That'll be at the Farm Center. A lot of work's going into that. We would like to invite y'all to our Veterans Day program, which will be November the 10th. That's the day before. That's the Monday right before the Tuesday we're out. It'll be at 9 o'clock in the high school gym. We got some really good guest speakers lined up there. Besides that, everything's good at middle school.
Had a great win Thursday. Started
Yes, ma'am.
basketball season already, so awesome. And currently playing right now, right, Mr.
Yes,
White?
ma'am.
All right, Mr. Cruz?
All right, I'll go as quick as I can. Homecoming, obviously everybody's mentioned it, but it was a great week. Even I did like the short week too. It did take away a few things the kids normally get to do, but maybe the people in the community didn't like it. But at school, there was a lot less headache. I mean, that's the best way to put it. Cruz Wright concert Thursday, we got to promote his album, you know, and he got to release that there, and that was great. It was full and hot. The air conditioner was on unoccupied. We realized that about halfway through, and
We got it fixed for Friday.
that's right. It was fixed for Friday. We froze them to death Friday, but you know, you mentioned the face-to-face 50. That's definitely something we're going to add. You know, one thing we're going to sit down and talk about is what are some things we can do to make homecoming stay relevant. The younger generation doesn't care as much as the older generation, and trying to bridge that gap. What are some new things, creative things we can do to make sure that your 10-year and your 15 and 20-year classes continue on what's been built for a long time. So we're excited about that. There's a lot of different ideas, but it was a good week, and it really was. We did a lot of testing during it. We did the ACT. We had 40 kids sign up to take the ACT during homecoming, and on their own on that Tuesday. Did the work keys on Wednesday and some makeup on the pre-ACT. So we had a busy week. Both of them mentioned Miss Henderson. I'd love to get her in here at a meeting soon for you guys, if you haven't met her, but just to hear what she's doing. A remarkable job.
Outstanding.
I mean, I get emails every day of different scholarships that she's sending out to the seniors to apply for, things I didn't know existed. There's programs and presentations. Again, they mentioned the Baker Center. I had the pleasure of being there for the opening night of that. What an amazing thing. I haven't talked to Miss C, but I'd love for us to do in-service there next year, maybe even if we paired with somebody else, because it's just Enterprise State's got a lot of good stuff going on, and we're partnered with them in a lot of different areas. And they've started at GTech. If you've noticed, they've fenced off the area over there where they're building on the aviation program. So it's just it's a partnership we want to continue to build on. Ms. Metz talked to Ms. Schreiber today. Their Skills for Success, where we've done the bulldozer and excavator and all those. Their funding's not as good as it's been in the past, but they're still doing it. So we're trying to fine tune what we want to do, but just providing students with opportunities is as simple as that. Ms. Metz does have a trip for Friday for the FBLA. They're going to see the Machis. No, Machis?
The Mashash.
Mashash, however, M-A-C-H-I-S. It's a powwow over in Elba. I think there's about 35,
I think we're now at 25.
25 students going to that. Mr. Van's taking his officers, leaving next week. One day they're going to Indianapolis for the national convention. Fletcher's up for award, I believe. Are there any others? I know Fletcher, you know, but
Maybe some proficiencies. There's a
Right.
few.
so we're excited for them. He's been saving up for that trip and ready to go. I mentioned college trips and recruiters. There's somebody in there every day in that career center. I mean, there's every day she's got somebody in there. FAFSA tomorrow, they're going to start working on those and hammering those out. Just so you know, you do have to use a cell phone for that. It's 2-factor authentication. They have not fixed that yet, so they'll have to have those for that process. Coach Aycock's doing soccer, so we're excited about that. He has a meeting tomorrow with the soccer team, and we had a student actually, Cam McKnight, I don't mind telling you who it was. He came to us about a month ago and did a sign-up sheet and to see who was interested in trying out for the team. So he kind of got that headed up and organized. A couple weeks ago, Coach Aycock just mentioned that he might be interested, so we sat down and talked with him, and he's gonna take on that responsibility. He has in Arkansas. He's done a lot in Arkansas. So if you had never, anyway, just ask him. But a lot of good stuff going on. So we're excited. We're busy, but ready for ready for some more holidays. That fall break was short. Today would have been a great day to have been all following it, you know.
How is our cell phone policy?
It's been good. I think I meant to bring you. I think we've had about 55 violations. I think we've had one kid actually suspended because that's the third step in a process. We've had probably 10 of those 55 that have gone to ISS, which is the second step in the process. You know, we've actually even gone back and watched. You know, somebody will give us a tip later, go back and watch a video, and we'll find on the video them on the phone, and we'll go and follow through with it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we was talking about when we did our walkthrough about the backpacks.
Right.
That you started putting them in the front of the classroom as opposed to letting them take it
Right.
to, because they were abusing that, obviously.
Ms. Nets?
I think he's pretty
Pretty
much
much.
covered.
I forgot cheer, and you forgot cheer too. They made the state competition. That'll be either the Monday you're doing your event or the Wednesday after Veterans Day. They won't know until the end of the month, but they'll cheer on one of those 2 days in Birmingham. So we're proud of them too.
Thank you all. Okay. All right.
We'll return to Ms. C for her recommendation.
All right, I have one tonight, and I recommend that you as a board approve the hiring of Mr. Avery Weed as English teacher at Geneva Middle School, and his effective date would be January 5th of next year, 2026. So what that would do would get Miss, she has really been, Miss Adcock has really stepped up. You know, the retired teacher, she would finish the first semester, and we checked to see if Mr. Weed, but he's got some prior commitments. He would come on then second semester and get those students, you know, in gear where they need to be for the second half of the year.
What day you said, January 5th?
January 5th would be our first day back with students. No, I'm sorry, that would be our professional development day.
Board, you've heard the recommendation of the superintendent that we will approve the hiring of Mr. Avery Weed as English teacher for Geneva Middle School, effective date, January 5th, 2026. At this time, I'd like to entertain a motion for approval. Brad, second. Kobe, are there any discussions or further questions? No discussion, no further question. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. We are approved.
Thank you for doing that. We wanted to go ahead and get him before somebody snags him. Now, those are hard to find. That's a diamond in the rough to find, isn't it, Mr. White?
Now, how does this lock him in? Can he change his mind?
Well, probably so.
So if he got a bigger offer out there, he could.
I think we're in a good place.
Okay.
I think we're in a good place with it, yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. Board, anything for?
I know.
Yeah.
Really?
Board, anything? Yes, ma'am.
I was just gonna say that this weekend is the National Peanut Festival Parade. So we do have, for the, just the board hadn't heard it, but I wanted to see it, heard it knows, and Mr. Cruz knows. But we did have, six students were awarded on with the art contest, which is I work with the, Geneva County Historical Society and Geneva County NAACP, and we do a art contest and award monetary prizes to students across the 4 high schools, and we had four of the 6 winners were from Geneva High. So they do have an opportunity to participate with the on the float if they desire, but they will be recognized in December with their presentations and their awards. They will receive those in December at the NAACP banquet that's gonna take place. So we're excited about that and excited about the students. So and their
Ms. Nesbitt does a great job at
she does she
collaborating with
she
that,
collaborates and she works with the students. She, like I said, first year we did it, she was here. We had been starting the contest in September. Her recommendation, she came on board, she said, Ms. Marks, I think if you would have the contest in the spring, like April or May, or probably April, and let them finish, and then and then announce everything right before the Peanut Festival. That gives y'all more time. That would be better, and it has worked out great for those students and us to have everything together. So I really liked her idea, and plus she's helping, assisting with the banquet and everything to help us set up art. So she's gonna set up like an art show with the presentations of the kids' portraits and painting, drawing. She's gonna set that up, so she's gonna be helping us and show us how professionally art, how it's supposed to look. So, so I appreciate her for being a volunteer for that, for the community to help out with that. So, but yes, that's going on, and so we're excited about that, and the students that's here from Geneva, and then the other two students were from Slocum High.
Good job. Yes. Thank you. Perhaps we can recognize them as well, at one of the board meetings, if that's all right.
I'm trying to figure out when we could do that, so I guess that's.
That'd be good.
So
Yeah,
maybe
just
our next,
set it up,
maybe our next board meeting,
No.
maybe the next board meeting we could do that.
I would like us to get Ms. Henderson here as well,
Yes,
so
okay.
if we could do that. Did we set up a workshop for November? Or did we talk about it?
We didn't talk about it.
But
For
either way,
when? November?
yeah, either way, I would like to, if we can, recognize and definitely get Ms. Henderson here to share with us with her ideas, her thoughts. Anything else, board?
So are we gonna try, the next meeting, we just wanna have the list of the training,
Right.
Yes,
On
yes.
the list of training.
Mhm.
And,
And I think that meeting is light, so it'd be good to have that recognition there,
Okay, yep,
because we don't
exactly.
have a lot going on. Yeah, it'd be good.
And would it be okay if I brought the president of the, Historical Society and NAACP if they attended for that ceremony?
Sure.
Oh,
That'd be great.
Okay. I'll help them come. Okay.
Anything else?
That's it, just that our meeting date has changed for November.
November 18th is at 5:30 is our next, would be our November meeting, November 18th. November 8th, November 18th.
It's on a Tuesday. Thank you all.
Well, with that being said, at this time, we'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Marks, second. Mr. Brackett, all in favor? Aye. We are adjourned. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, let's get that down. Hey, I just saw your expression when you walked in there. What are they doing?
Thank you, Miss Lady.